Days after a fire destroyed the historic building, members of the First Pentecostal Church in Buford say service must go on. Buford Church of God opened up its doors to them this weekend. And tonight, 11 Alive Teresa Bowles brings us the pastor's message of hope.
Faith unshaken, church unbroken.
We'd have had church today if we were in a tent.
A Thanksgiving night fire may have rocked the congregation's foundation, but not their faith.
I have an office in there that somehow was somewhat unscathed miraculously, but the main part of the sanctuary is just gutted.
Pastor Jordan Copeland gutted too when he saw it. Copeland's been the head of First Pentecostal Church for 5 years, but before him was his dad. He died of dementia last year. The building, now reduced to debris and ashes, carried his late father's memory.
We had left his office just as it was. It was an inferno.
Longtime member Brad Mayer says while it's painful to see the church in ruins, they're counting their blessings. No one was hurt.
It normally would have been a church night for us, but we were there earlier in the day with Thanksgiving dinner we do for the community.
Pastor Copeland says a few church members who were here when the fire first ignited managed to get out just a few minutes before the roof came crashing down. But the church community was right there to build them back up.
Natural fire consumes, but God's fire reveals.
Copeland says more than 10 pastors offered him a place to preach. 3 days after devastation, he's delivering his first sermon called Living in the Fire. And while he may not have a solid plan, his son does.
My 6-year-old last night came down and showed me where he'd been drawing in a book. The thing he's interested in is designing the playground for the new church. So he's got that handled already.
Overall, Copeland's grateful he has support, young and old, to lean on.
We believe that God's going to work everything out all right.
In Buford, Teresa Bowles, 11 Alive News.
And we're glad to see that no one was injured in that fire. By the way, the pastor is set to meet with his insurance company tomorrow to discuss what comes next.